International recognition of Palestine is a crucial non-military form of pressure to uphold human dignity and counter Israeli actions, and New Zealand's government is failing to act due to its subservience to the US, which is against New Zealand's own interests. Silencing the logic of fear, the case for recognizing Palestine. A fundamental reason for recognizing a Palestinian state is to affirm the inalienable dignity and sovereign right of a people to exist autonomously. This act of recognition is not merely symbolic. It is a form of crucial political pressure intended to halt the violence and prevent what many deem a genocide, particularly against women and children. However, the Israeli government, under Prime Minister Netanyahu, has consistently met such diplomatic pressure with intensified military force, resulting in more casualties. This creates a climate of fear where nations that might otherwise speak out are silenced, afraid of being targeted by retaliation. In effect, this silence functions as tacit approval, making the international community complicit in the ongoing occupation and violence. In this context, where the United States provides unwavering funding and military support to Israel, making any conventional military response unthinkable and potentially catastrophic, diplomatic recognition remains the most powerful, peaceful tool available. For nations that care about humanity, standing in solidarity with Palestine means leveraging this diplomatic power to counter Israel's overwhelming force. Yet, the New Zealand government has chosen silence. This is a conscious decision by the current administration, one that likely contradicts the will of its people, who would probably support recognition alongside allies like Australia, Spain, and other European nations. This reluctance appears rooted in an anachronistic loyalty to the United States, a partnership that is increasingly against New Zealand's own economic and environmental interests. As U.S. trade influence wanes in favor of China and the BRICS coalition, New Zealand risks being left behind by clinging to a unilateralist U.S. This allegiance is further evidenced by the fact that some U.S. political factions dismiss climate change as a hoax, a view that has influenced New Zealand's own foreign policy rhetoric, even to the point of flirting with abandoning the Paris Agreement, an existential threat to Pacific Island neighbors. There is little to gain from this unwavering alignment. The U.S. has demonstrated it will act unilaterally. New Zealand, however, cannot afford to isolate itself from the emerging multipolar world order. Our survival depends on new free trade agreements and new rules, not on standing alone with a partner that offers diminishing returns, increasing tariffs, and a weakening dollar. Recognizing Palestine is not just a moral imperative. It is a declaration of foreign policy independence that is essential for New Zealand's future.